In Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 22, there was a lot of major changes over the anime. As I'm sure you've heard by now, Vegeta turned Super Saiyan Red in order to fight Goku Black. So the chapter opens up with Guasu. He is borderline dead. He was stabbed in the last chapter by Goku Black. Kaioshin is basically fighting for his life here. He's actually kind of battling Goku Black and Zamasu for a little bit. At least he's trying to fly away. But obviously he doesn't really stand any chance as he gets kicked by Zamasu and flies directly into the ground. This is vastly different than the actual anime, as Kaioshin and Guasu did come, but they didn't fight. And in the manga, they actually are fighting. Now, Guasu is borderline about to die, and Trunks is there kind of holding his hand. Everything looks dire for Mai and Trunks. Trunks goes on to fight them by himself, very similar to the anime, and right around this point, Goku and Vegeta arrive in the future. Goku and Vegeta teleport over to Trunks, who is getting beaten very badly. Vegeta's really surprised to see them, and Vegeta flies in. He wants a piece of Goku Black. Vegeta wants to take him head on, very similar to, I believe it was episode 63, when Vegeta turned Super Saiyan Blue and whooped Goku Black's ass. But this time, for Vegeta, it's very different in the manga, and before Vegeta got his ass kicked, now he's going to step up to the plate and turn Super Saiyan Red, which you'll see in a minute, as Goku saves Gowasu with the Senzu Bean and takes everyone to safety. It's at this point that Vegeta and Goku Black have their little standoff. Goku Black turns Super Saiyan Rose, or Rose, whatever you want to call it. Vegeta kind of smiles. He has something up his sleeve. He's been training in the Room of Spirit and Time, and at this point he transforms into Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Red. And this is very, very, very different. He's never turned that in the anime. Absolutely beautiful artwork. Look at it. He has a slender body but muscular, and he looks very different than his normal form. He still looks really cool though. They start the battle, and Vegeta's just smiling this whole time. He easily dodges Goku Blast's energy attack, and it creates this like huge nuclear explosion. He's just standing there like a badass as it explodes behind him. Goku Black can't really believe it, because the last time he fought, Vegeta was very easy for him to absolutely wreck. And this time Vegeta's kind of overconfident. He's dodging everything. He starts attacking, and Goku Black can't even believe how strong Vegeta is. I mean, he's really, really struggling against Vegeta, and Vegeta knows it. Vegeta actually just starts dominating Goku Black completely and absolutely mopping the floor with him as a Super Saiyan God. Now, we're going to find out some things later why Vegeta is fighting as a Super Saiyan God. Basically, it's very low stamina usage. He can turn Super Saiyan Blue, but it really wears down his stamina very quickly. So what he's actually doing is he's turning Super Saiyan Blue like only the instant he punches. And that way, he's able to send Goku Black like flying through buildings and mountains and all sorts of stuff. Goku Black is very confused. He doesn't really know what's going on. And Vegeta is just smiling, not taking any damage. The chapter moves over to Goku and the rest of company, where he's saying that he has a plan. And basically, he's talking about the Mafuba jar. So he busts out the Mafuba jar in a capsule. I believe they carried it in the actual anime. I'd have to go out and check. I don't think it was a capsule. But this time, Goku is the one who is going to do the Mafuba, and you'll see this in a bit. Not Trunks, Goku. The fight between Goku Black and Vegeta continues, as Vegeta is just absolutely pummeling Goku Black, and Goku Black doesn't know what's going on. He can't believe how much damage he's taken, and Vegeta doesn't have a scratch on him. Now, we do find out that Super Saiyan God is weaker than Super Saiyan Blue. It's just the ability to save stamina, and that's why Vegeta is using it, only turning Super Saiyan Blue when he attacks. It's so fast that you probably can't even see it. Now Goku is having his standoff with Zamasu, and they're basically just talking smack to each other. Goku prepares the Mafuba jar, and Vegeta's like, hey, don't turn your back on me, like I'm still here, I'm your opponent. It's at this point that Goku actually turns Super Saiyan Blue and uses the Mafuba. At least I think that's Super Saiyan Blue. It could be just regular Super Saiyan, I guess. he uses the Mafuba, and it works, but and it sucks Zamasu into the jar, and Goku does seal him. It's at this point that Goku quickly realizes that he goofed because he didn't grab the seal. He grabbed this ticket from Master Roshi for something. I'm not sure what it is, but has some sexy lady on it. But that ticket was, I guess, the same size as the seal, and Goku grabbed that instead. And so Zamasu's able to come out. So the difference here really majorly is that Goku is the one who seals Zamasu with the Mafuba, but similarly it doesn't work. It's at this point Goku turns Super Saiyan Red, and he said, or Super Saiyan God, and he says that this form is enough to beat you. So, you know, they have very, very clearly saying here that Super Saiyan God is not as strong as Super Saiyan Blue in this manga chapter. But to be honest, we all knew that. I mean, there was some speculations, but they've confirmed it several times in the anime and in the manga that Super Saiyan God is not as strong as Super Saiyan Blue. But it's still pretty strong, and it doesn't wear out their stamina, which is a pretty interesting thing to know, because Super Saiyan Blue, they've said in the anime, it does wear out the stamina quite a bit. Vegeta still whooping Black's ass like this entire chapter. I don't think Vegeta has taken any damage at all. I'm not really sure what the conversation here between Zamasu and Goku is, but Zamasu is clearly frustrated right here because basically their team is losing. Him and Goku Black are losing for the first time. He tries to like explode Goku with this just ki bomb, and Goku just dodges it and uses like a ki push of his own and knocks out Zamasu. Now, another interesting thing here is Zamasu looks like he's in pain, right? But he doesn't, you know, he's invincible. He never really looked like he was in pain in the anime. You know, when he was taking damage, he would more smile. But maybe he can feel pain in the manga. Now, Zamasu is actually like arguing with Goku Black, and it's at this point he's like, put on the Patara, like switch the earring, let's do this. At that point, Goku Black puts on the Patara earring onto his right ear. Goku tries to stop it by shooting out an energy blast, but it's too late as they fuse. Giant explosion from Goku's attack, but nonetheless it did nothing, and it's at this point that we see Merge Zamasu pop out, and everybody's like losing their freaking minds. And there's that signature picture of Vegeta and Goku as Super Saiyan gods that we saw before. So what do we learn in this chapter? We learned that Vegeta can turn Super Saiyan God, which is really interesting because he didn't do the ritual, but he was involved in the ritual. So if that's the reason he's able to become a Super Saiyan God, that would mean that any of the Saiyans that were involved in the ritual could also become a Super Saiyan God or a Super Saiyan Blue. It does leave open that potential ability. We also learned that Super Saiyan God uses less stamina, and it's actually easier on their body to maintain than Super Saiyan Blue, and it's still pretty strong. Not as strong as Super Saiyan Blue, as clearly stated, but it's still pretty damn strong. I really love the way that Super Saiyan God Vegeta looks. I mean, just look at that picture. He looks freaking awesome. And I would have loved to see him turn Super Saiyan God in the anime. I don't know if we ever will. It's definitely possible. I'm really curious to see what happens with Vegito. I don't know if that'll be in the next chapter or the one after that. But I think this arc is finally going to come to an end pretty quickly. I think they're going to try and wrap it up so they can move on to the Universal Survival arc. Pretty damn cool chapter. Love Toyotaro's artwork. He is just absolutely phenomenal. And this was a pretty cool chapter, guys. So I have the source in the description if you guys want to go look at it yourselves. It's not translated yet, but I'm sure it will be soon. Thanks for stopping by Master Media today. I will see you guys tomorrow as we review Dragon Ball Super Episode 82 as Goku takes on Toppo. It's going to be awesome. I'm really pumped about that tonight. So have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.